a mildly breezy day when it was sunny, so I can show what the actual trailer is built to do, which is a hybrid wind and solar. That's why that controller is so big. It controls up to a 500 watt wind turbine and up to 240 watts of solar. And as you can see, the turbine is working very nicely, and it's not too bad. If you look at some of the other things, the flag is flopping a little bit there, and let's see here, the trees are rustling a little bit, but it's not super windy by any means. The turbine picks up and slows down, so we'll just kind of watch what it does here. Oh, the camera's frame rate can't keep up with it. I'm telling you, this is a great trailer to take camping. One person can sleep inside, or you can just take it to power all your needs. I'm telling you, I could crank these out all day long for people. This is what's funny. I can't have a wind turbine on top of my roof. I can have a dish, I can have a swamp cooler, but I can't have a wind turbine. But that's okay, because then I just build a little house and mount a wind turbine to it, and then I can run the power in and feed back into my grid. So, whatever works. I'm just going to get all my neighbors to buy these trailers. Just so you know, that is just a standard, that was just a trailer from Harbor Freight. It was like $279. It's got a 1,200 pound max load, and I'm pretty much topping that out right now. That whole trailer, the assembly and what's sitting on top and inside of it, weighs in at about 1,200 pounds. So I'm probably going to have to reinforce the little springs that came with it a little bit, but well, whatever. So at any rate, that's mostly batteries. Those batteries are heavy. But yeah, gets a lot of attention everywhere I go. People come up and plug their cell phones into it and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so that's clipping along pretty good. What are our numbers here? There's a little icon for the sun at 31.2. The little icon for the wind is at 27, 25. There we go. Wind, 30, 31 volts. My batteries are at 28.7. And I don't know which one it's picking right now. It'll always choose the higher of the volts, so it'll flip-flop back and forth between the solar and the sun. But if it was cloudy right now and the voltage was lower on the solar, then it would pick the wind, definitely. 3.2 amp. So it's clipping along nicely. And then if I wanted to turn on power to the outside plug here, I would just switch the switch on the inverter. You hear that fan kick on. And I have that inverter there too. I just got to wire her up. So this inverter is wired to this set of batteries here, and that inverter will be wired to the set of batteries that are in the back. I had to evenly space them. I had to put 2 in the front and 2 in the back to keep the trailer balanced. That's another interesting scenario when you're engineering something like this to drive down the road. You have to keep it balanced real well. So, anyway, that's my tail. And the wind turbine is just having a good old time up there. Changing direction there. If at any time it gets too windy or you don't want the wind, you can just flip this off, and then that stops the turbine completely. And now even with the breezes kicking up, that turbine won't turn. If it gets up to 30, 40 miles an hour, it'll turn a little bit, but it's basically getting a back feed of voltage from the batteries to keep it still. So, and as you can see now, that drops the wind to 0 volts there. And we'll back this up here, and let's go ahead and turn it back on. And then when a little breeze comes along, she'll fire right back up again. And those of you wondering how you drive down the road with something like this without it spinning, how you transport it, I'll show you.
Good old jack. This is all bolted and welded on, and this jack is on a reinforced platform, which I can crank it down and it goes up and down. Basically, you know, this whole distance, because this jack goes down flat, and that brings the blades down here, and then I have a strap that secures the turbine to the roof so that it's actually facing backwards when I drive.
I'll give you a tour of the rest of it. There's not much to it here. I've got a securing bolt to keep the other door closed. Pull that out. Open that up, and don't mind the mess. It's kind of got the rope lights that I have to install. The channel in here is actually big enough to fit 4 more of these batteries, but I have to reinforce the trailer springs, because as you can tell, you know, they'll get a little too much pressure on them there. But right now with the 4 batteries it's fine, and the weight that it is. And I still got to clean up all the wiring that's in here. It's all done real well, but I just need to split loom it and then put all the insulation in, and then it's good to go. But yeah, lots of room in there. You can opt for other options too. Not having that channel in there leaves more room in there. But you know, I can lay in there completely and close the doors. The trailer is 8 feet long. I think I'm going to put a motor on this here, motorize the jack motion. And then it's double reinforced up in here with the cross members, so that the base of this whole thing is very secure. It's very solid. So this thing doesn't move at all. And when I move it, it moves the trailer. So that's all. It's bolted in there. All right. Well, that's my little spiel there. Thanks for watching.